Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. It is time for some good old-fashioned LGBT memes, just some general queer memes. So we have a nice mix of things. But you know the drill, before we get started, go get hydrated, grab some water, or some tea, or whatever else you like to drink. And then we'll look at some fun memes. Are you hydrated? Good, let's go. You're an ally to the LGBTQ+ communities. Not bad. You realize you're a part of it. Huh, that's cool. You find your communities. Oh yes, it's all coming together. You realize this is the first place you actually fit in and you love your community. Oh my god, best feeling ever. This is how it should be. This is literally how it should be. I mean, literally if you stop at the first part and you really are just a really good ally, that's cool. You know, we love our allies, that's cool. But literally a lot of people who are like hardcore allies kind of realize a few years or month at least down the road that they may not be as cishet as they thought they were. But still, it gets better and this is literally how it should be. None of this infighting and shitting at like other parts of the community. Who does that? Come on, stop it. Okay, respecting different opinions only applies to stuff like, I think vanilla is better than strawberry, or Marvel is better than DC. It doesn't apply to stuff like gay people are subhuman. Stop excusing your bigotry by saying it's free speech. Not much of a meme, but it just fits. Because literally, the whole, oh, that's just my opinion. If your opinion is that some people don't deserve rights, that's literally not an opinion anymore. That's just bigotry and hatred, right? Like if you say, I prefer drinking tea over coffee, that's an opinion, that's fine. Go drink your tea if you want, you know? But like this is not opinions, that's just hatred. Do better. An anti-gay Hungarian politician has resigned after being caught by police fleeing a 25-man orgy through a window. It'd be like this. And this is what I think about now every time I hear someone being super homophobic. It's just this. And it makes no sense to me. Like, it's always been the cliche, really, that super homophobic people are just secretly gay and are afraid to admit it. Which is funny enough in and of itself, but if you do it as a politician who's, like, trying to make laws against yourself, how deep can your internalized homophobia be? How deep? 25-man orgy deep, apparently, but my god. Yeah, I'm part of the FBI. Funny, bisexual, introverts. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm actually part of the CIA. Chaotic, introverted, asexuals. Where are all these introverted queer people coming from? But actually, what's the percentage of queer people of like extroverts versus introverts? Because I feel like a lot of people are actually introverted in general. And it's just the extroverts are just loud and that's why you think there is more of them. Is that just my theory or is anyone else thinking this? What are your adjectives? You mean my pronouns? No, I already know your pronouns. What are your adjectives? I don't know, what's yours? Noisy and chaotic. I've never had something go from making no sense to complete sense so fast. Asking for pronouns. Good, cool, we love to see it. Asking for adjectives. Chaotic, but I'm here for it. So honestly, the noisy and chaotic as this person's adjectives are probably very fitting. Okay, my dad kept having trouble with my pronouns. I go by they, them. So I told him to pretend I was a swarm of bees and it somehow helped. Okay, the NB in non-binary actually stands for numerous bees. Honey is the new non-binary gender-neutral word for partner. This is my honey. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. It's so silly. It's one of those things that's so silly that it just works. Like, if someone tells you to think of them as a swarm of bees, it sounds so dumb. But actually, things are only dumb if they don't help, I guess, right? Like, it's only stupid if it doesn't work. if it works, it's so stupid that it's actually fun. Is it still stupid if it works? Oh well, but I'm glad it worked. Has a little gender that pisses you off. Where's my gender inside out on purpose? Where's mismatching pairs of genders because I like them like that? Forgets to tie my genders, so I trip and fall face first into the dirt. Always remember to wear your gender properly. And by properly, I don't mean wear the gender that people think is proper for you. Wear your gender properly so you don't trip and hurt yourself, please. Like, I get wearing mismatching pairs of genders, right? Like, it's fine, that's like one of my favorite things of androgyny is just like have something so clashing, to not like try to look genderless, but look genderful in any giving direction. That's why I love the combination of beards with makeup so much, because beards are something seen that's like typically very masculine, and then you have makeup which is still like seen as very feminine, and I love the clash of that because it confuses people, and I'm here for it. So wear your mismatching genders, but wear them properly, please. I like girls. I'm not confused. I like boys. Not really a meme, but somehow people get confused by bisexuals still. I don't know what's so difficult to understand. Because why is it so difficult? Like what's not to get? I'm still confused. I'm not bisexual, but I'm confused about homophobic people and biphobic people because it makes no sense, you know? My baby brother's first girlfriend recently confessed to thinking they were actually a boy. I asked my brother if this bothered him. His response was, well, yeah, if I had known they were a boy when we were going out, I would have said I had a boyfriend, not a girlfriend. He was 10. Prime example of kids just don't give a shit. Literally, kids don't really give a shit about gender. Like, some might just parrot what their parents say if their parents are like super transphobic or something. But most kids just don't give a shit. If you tell them, oh yeah, I'm not a girl, I'm actually a boy, they'll be like, okay, cool. Can I have ice cream? Like, kids don't give a shit. They have more important things to worry about. Things that seem important to them, which is usually snacks or playing a fun game. You know? So I'm at work and begging for this lady and her kid. And the kid's asking me what it's like being a big kid and all that. So he goes, do you have a girlfriend? Is she pretty? And I live in a pretty liberal area and it was pretty quiet in the store. So I just calmly responded, actually, I have a boyfriend, but he's fairly pretty. And the mom just kind of pauses on her phone, looks down at her son like, please don't say anything bad, please don't embarrass me. But he just gets so freaking excited and is like, wait, you can do that? I didn't know boys were allowed to have boyfriends. And he turns to his mom and is pulling out her phone, trying to get her attention. And is just really excited, like, Mom, did you know that? Can I have a boyfriend instead of a girlfriend? And she just started laughing and was like, if you want, sure. And they took the groceries and left. And I'm just standing here like, did that just happen? Yes. That did just happen. I know the story is really old, so you probably heard it before. But every time I read it, I just think it's so adorable. Because you can just picture it. Because kids learn new things every day, and they usually get very excited about it, right? But in this case, it's even cuter. It's just adorable. I love it. You're at school. Honestly, it already doesn't look too happy, but okay. Non-binary people are mentioned in any capacity. Yeah, this is me. Like, it doesn't even matter where you are. If people bring up non-binary people, I'm always worried. I'm always worried. Like, a lot of people don't even know I'm non-binary, but I don't, like, I'm not hiding it well, I think, but people forget non-binary people exist all the time, so it's kind of hidden in a way, but literally, it doesn't end well when people mention non-binary people, actually. My boss trying to push my coming out by talking about her queer kid every time she sees me. Me wanting to come out less and less because she misgenders her kid every time. Lady, this is not the way to go about it. This is, I mean, don't push people into coming out in general, literally. That's not your choice to make if they're ready or not. But honestly, this is worse. Real gold, fool's gold, comedy gold is telling your mom that you want your breasts removed when you're older, only for her to say that you're not becoming a boy, only for you to realize that not even 2 years later that you're trans-masc and may want to start tea one day. How old were you when you said you wanted to remove your breasts? Because literally, I get that a lot of like girls are uncomfortable in puberty, because puberty is just generally uncomfortable. But saying you want to remove your breasts when you're older isn't a very cisgender thing to do. But I hope your mom becomes more accepting, because the whole "you're not becoming a boy" kind of sounds like you're not trans. Don't you dare be trans. And that's just kind of bullshit. Like, if you're trans, you're trans. Like, no matter what the parent says about it, like, you don't get a say in it. You know, you just get to say in if you want to be accepting or if you want to lose your kid eventually. Because A, suicide rates are way too freaking high, especially with, like, for trans kids who have unsupporting families. Or literally, if you stop being unsupportive and they grow up and they move out, they're probably just gonna turn off contact or go very, like, low contact. So that's on you. You don't get to be transphobic and expect your kid to love you and want to be around you, you know? No, two trans girls loving each other is not cool. It's freaking gay. Well, yeah. Kind of. I mean, it's also called lesbianism, but it's still freaking gay, you know? I don't see your points. Really. Well, I see your point, I just don't know why you're making it. You know? When my hypnotist puts me in a trance, I sleep. When my hypnotist puts me in a trance, wait a second. That's not what we talked about. That was not supposed to happen. Could you actually... How deep does hypnosis go? Like, could you actually hypnotize someone to think they're trans? It kind of sounds like it's possible, but it probably wouldn't last very long, right? Like, hypnosis wears off at some point, right? Like, still, it'd be such a funny story. Like, if people are like, wait, how did you realize you were trans? And you just go, well, that's the thing. I was put under hypnosis. Honestly, it'd just be funny if someone would do this. You know? Envy. Zeros and ones. No. Literally anything imaginable or even nothing at all. Yes. Literally. Just fair. Why would you go for something? I know people are gonna be upset. People love binary code, or at least some people do. But literally, it's still kind of boring if there are like so many other things. You don't give a fuck because you don't care about anything. I don't give a fuck because I'm asexual. We are not the same. I see what you did there. But fair. Just fair. I like him, but I wouldn't want to date him. Wait, is it just gender envy? Always has been. I saw this video, I didn't save it. Maybe that was a mistake. Of like two queer women talking. And one was like, if I see like a hot girl, or like it used to be like this, when I see a hot girl, I would always question if I want to be her or if I want to sleep with her. And the answer is always both. And it was just funny. And honestly, I think for a lot of people that's probably fair, and for a lot of people it probably is both. But maybe it's just gender envy, you know? It's also possible. Trans people, cis people. So how are your genitals? Have you heard of personal space? Have you heard of like wanting to not talk about your genitals with everyone? Because as soon as you flip it and someone asks you like, wait, you're trans, like how do you have sex? And you just stand there like, well, How do you have sex? They immediately go, oh, well, no, that's personal. Like, I can't tell you that. That's none of your business. Like, okay, fair, you don't have to tell me, but if you're asking and you want to know, you also gotta be willing to tell the other person what it's like for you, you know? You can't just flip it. Come on. When scientists find the water that has been turning frogs gay, pretty by reservoir. Stop the freaking car. Is this an actual place? Please tell me, is this in a video game? Or is this an actual place? If this is an actual place, I love it, I want to go. Me, walking into a new school. Do you have a girlfriend? You can't not have a crush on somebody. Is there any girls you like? Because if not, are you gay then? Oh, the whole, you're not interested in girls, so you must be gay is so stupid. Like, asexual people exist, and aromantic people exist, and that's fine. And just thinking someone's gay, like, even if you are straight and you're just not interested in anybody in your school because people are freaking weird, that doesn't automatically mean someone's gay, you know? Oh well. Okay, parents need to stop assuming that kids are straight because that is the quickest way to have an insecure kids. Why are so many parents eager to have a straight kid? That's kind of a problem because they start assuming that kids are straight, therefore they feel the need to not teach their kids about the LGBT community. Yeah, literally, just like in general. I mean, I like kind of the shitpost trend of just saying, assume everyone's bisexual until proven otherwise. Or honestly, assume everyone's asexual until proven otherwise. No, but literally, why are we still out here assuming people's sexuality? Because listen, here's the thing. I get vibes of people, right? Like, I might meet someone and just kind of be like, okay, I am getting like very bisexual vibes, or I'm like getting gay vibes, or straight vibes, or whatever. But I don't go around being nosy about it because at the end of the day, I don't give a shit what you are. Literally, don't, like, why would I? Like, if you want to date me, we can have a conversation about that. But apart from that, I don't really care. Right? I still get vibes, but I'm not going to be here and be like, if they come out to me, I'm just going to be like, no, are you sure that's true? I was getting, like, different vibes. Like, who does that? Or why does anyone do that? Literally, why? My grandmother in every call. I'm once again asking, do you have a girlfriend? Me, in a gay relationship? No. Is your boyfriend a drag queen? Because then, sometimes you do. Conservatives. Gay people in Disney moving existing is too sexual. I miss the old Disney. The old Disney, where a man kisses an unconscious girl without her consent, which is technically sexual assault. Okay, the original is way worse. Like, the Disney movie with the kiss seems pretty mild compared to the original where he literally impregnated her, and that's what she woke up from. Or like she woke up from giving birth or something. That's just way worse. But still, why are we out here kissing unconscious people or wanting sexual assault back? Make it make sense. A child, a femboy, and a trans woman staring at the last blaha in IKEA. This is not gonna end well. Depending on the kid's parents, the kid might win just because the parents are like gonna throw a fit if their child doesn't get the last blaha. You know? So I don't know who to put my money on because I think it depends on the people. Probably the trans woman. I don't know. No two words describe the members of the Young Communist League of Britain better than gay boys. Okay, this simply isn't true. Contrary to popular belief, we're not all boys. But you're all queer. That makes sense, actually. You know, I'm glad my dysphoria isn't that bad. Stopping to think about how there are parts of my body that I can almost never even touch with my bare hands. You think your dysphoria is not so bad, but then you go take a shower. I dare you, go take a shower. No, actually, Actually, I'm not gonna dare you to do something that's gonna cause you dysphoria. But you know, your dysphoria is probably worse than you think it is. Okay, this is U as frick. Transistor. This is so dumb. And I love it. I hate puns. I hate puns. They hurt my brain. But it's still funny. It's funny and it's very transportive. So I love it, but I hate it. But I'm here for it because it's just kind of cute. And I love how you just both have the same humor and just think it's funny. That's pretty cool, I guess, but it still kind of hurts me. Well, anyways, that was all the memes I have for today. I'm really glad we were able to keep it pretty light, you know, because homophobia and transphobia is not so fun, you know, and I'm glad we didn't have too much of that today. So I hope you enjoyed some fun memes, and I'll be back in 3 days with my next video.